Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Friday, February 3rd, 2017 by Gaia Blooming. I'm Mimi and our energy mantra for today is integration of my vibration brings outer unification. And today we have an interesting shift. We have Venus, the planet that represents yin energy, the feminine energy. It represents worth, values, our talents, the beauty that we came to bring onto this planet, and also relationships and justice, harmony, peace. Venus shifting into Aries. So Aries is the opposite of Venus's main sign. Venus's main sign is Libra, but Venus also co-rules Taurus energy. So Venus in Aries is an interesting position because it's a unification of opposites. It's a time to integrate the yin-yang energies, the balancing energies. And just to add a little bit more excitement to the mix, we already have Mars working in Aries. So Aries is interesting because of a few things. Aries is the beginning of the zodiac cycles. So Aries is when we come in head first. It's almost like being birthed. Here we are, head first in whatever situation. And Aries, like an infant, doesn't necessarily think before it does anything. Aries is head first, gung-ho in the mix. Aries energy is also ready to apply the energy that's coming up within it at any given moment. So Aries has a tendency towards, the swing side of things, the anger, or the passion, the aggression, or the motivation. And so we're going to be working with this with Venus. Now again, we've seen there's all these different levels of things. So how this works for you is going to be about how you work with it. So could we be taking action in our anger at this time? Yep, especially with Mars here. There may be that kind of energy ongoing. But can we take action in the beauty? One of my favorite Rumi verses, let the beauty you love be what you do. There's hundreds of ways to kneel and kiss the ground. That may be how you're taking this action into your yin, or into your win. I don't think that was a complete mistake. Into your winning energy, which is allowing your beauty to come forth, shine forth. It's going to be up to you. Now, this is going to be an interesting transit because Venus is also going retrograde. So Venus only goes retrograde once every 18 months. So we had Mars retrograde last year, 2016. This year, we're working with this Venus retrograde. So Venus is going to move about halfway through the sign of Aries and then retrograde back all the way back into Pisces. So I mentioned that a few days ago that we were in the Venus shadow, beginning to get these lessons coming forth and then move forward. So the retrograde is going to come in March, the beginning of March. So we have this 1 month of Venus moving into Aries, and hopefully my highest vibration, highest expression of this vibration, there we go, of this would be taking action in harmonious creation from my soul, bringing forth the beauty of my light, the beauty of my soul, the beauty of my talents, and putting them out there into the world. But that's going to be up to you, how you're going to use this energy. It's also going to be, I think, interesting for relationships in general, because I do think this new cycle is a new cycle of the feminine energy coming forward and up in a new way, being like, I am here and I am proud of this yin energy that I bring, and I would like to put it forward into the world in a more passionate and expressive manner. So I think that we're going to be seeing the feminine step up in the unification of that vibration in that way. And here I've got it. I've got the unification. I've got the integration. And it's so funny because, my energy mantra, integration of my vibration brings outer unification. Here's this in this card. So that's happening. But integration also reminds me of the word integrity. I mean, they start the same. And I think that's part of the energy of integration is integration into harmony is when you are in integrity with all parts of yourself, body, mind, soul, spirit. So here we have, the integration, the yin and the yang, and then we move it, we divide it even further into these 4 quadrants: body, mind, soul, spirit, and then taking action from the center of this place, the center of the light, uniting it all. So we have this opportunity in this energy. Will there be tests? Yes, because we're also in eclipse season. We're building 2 eclipses, and the eclipses, they show us this shadow in the light. We see it visibly in the sky, some of our shadow. Some people say eclipses is like getting a vision of the collective shadow as we process it, as we work through it. So you may experience some of that. Now, what's interesting about this eclipse that's coming up is that it is in the sign of Leo, which Leo is the sign of love. Leo is the sign of creation. So this eclipse, this first eclipse in Leo, is feeding into this Venus Aries energy of like, hey, how are you putting yourself out there? How are you taking action in your talents, in what you came to bring, the beauty you came to express on this planet? So start working this out. That being said, I want to mention, I have an amazing client, and this fits in with the astro in other ways too. Amazing client. I have some of the most amazing clients. I love you all. This particular client, I'm going to post her blog down below the video. I'm going to post it in the on my blog, and I'm going to post it on the Gaia Blooming Facebook page. So I hope she doesn't mind me saying her age. So I'm going to say it. She is 58. She's in her 2nd Saturn return, and she literally left her, day job that she's been working for a really long time to be an artist, to be a cultivator of the earth. She's working on the earth, on the farm, among other multiple things. But like her talent, she picked up the brush one day because she's like, I think I can paint. And she paints beautiful paintings. So I don't want to hear it's too late, I'm scared. There's a path for you, and there's a path for your destiny, and there is a universe supporting your light and supporting your worth. And again, I'm not saying you have to do what she did and leave your job. It's not about that, but it's like, let that beauty that you are come forth, integrate it, and now is such a potent and powerful time. So supporting this energy today is that moon in Taurus. Moon in Taurus representing Earth and representing Venus and representing these values on this earthly level. And that moon in Venus, or the moon in Taurus, not the moon in Venus. Moon in Taurus is saying like, I believe in you. You have worth. You have beauty to bring. You have creation to birth. Can you birth forth these creations, these energies within you? It is time. So, Moon in Taurus is meeting today, so perfect, with Neptune at 10 degrees. So 10 degrees is that degree of worth. So it's also a 1, which is that degree of like pioneer, taking that action. Neptune is reminding you of this inherent spiritual nature of the creator within you as those energies make that that connection, that creation, that connection. Same thing. Same. So the sun is also going to square the moon. So sun in Aquarius, moon in Taurus. This is where you may have a come to balance, come to harmony moment, because the sun in Aquarius has these big visions. We talked about vision yesterday. Moon in Taurus is like, but hey, I'm here on Earth. You're going to have to find that balance, find that harmony, find that integration of your vibration to bring in that unification energy, to bring in that oneness. So Aquarius with the vision, it may not yet be practical for the moon in Taurus to feel secure. Moon in Taurus wants a nice little security. It wants financial things, check. It wants that stuff taken care of. You have to find whatever that balance is for you, working body, mind, spirit, soul. But I do have a card of taking a bit of a leap. So I think just even being willing to pick up a paintbrush, an example of my client, Melinda Goop, I'm going to put her stuff up, but, or Gop. I'm sorry, I don't know how to say your last name. Gop, I guess it is. Goop is a different thing. I'm going to put her up there, but, you don't necessarily have to make it be a paintbrush. Maybe it's picking up a microphone and singing. Maybe it's getting on YouTube and being like, I have things to share with the world. Maybe it's pulling cards. There's so many different ways your beauty can come through. It's just the willingness to be like, there are things within me wanting to be birthed and wanted to be acted out via your passion. You know, your inner child will thank you for this. I also have this card, the existence card, which I think, you know, it's like, Here's you. Here's you in the all together. And then here we have the two parts, the yin and the yang energies coming into integration, building into that oneness. And here we have all the other parts of you, body, mind, spirit, soul. Look at this progression right there. 4, 2, 1. Keep dividing, dividing, dividing to expand or to come into the union. And that's what we're working in, the expansion and the union. I've got the ordinariness card in reverse. So this to me is saying, alongside with all these things, you have not recognized your gifts that you have to offer yet. You're like, oh, that thing, that's no big deal. No, it's a thing. It's a thing. So be willing to put that thing out there, to create beauty with this thing that you have. Where's my other card? Okay. Here I have, from Gaia Oracle, because we have the moon in Taurus, I have peace. And it says, dissolving unwanted or disturbing thoughts. And the last line is, focus on all you're grateful for in your life and thank Mother Earth and the universe for every blessing. I trust in the power of love. I trust that all will unfold as it should. My mind is like a clear blue sky and my heart is filled with love. All upon this earth is bathed in a sea of love. And I think this is part of the yin energy, is recognizing this love that is present in every little thing that is happening at this time. Choose which eyes you're going to see it through, and choose how you are going to interact and bring forth your vibration in whatever union, whatever combination, whatever connection you are in at this time. So, that's it for today. I have a reading sale if you want to get an eclipse reading. That's at GaiaBlooming.com. It's 20 minutes for $30. We can see where these eclipses are hitting in your chart specifically and what you specifically need to work on. And that's it for today. Namaste.